Now, the haters will tell you that there are no shortcuts in life, but I'm here to tell you why they're completely wrong. I'm Tom Graham for Envato Tuts Plus, and in this video, I'm going to let you in on 5 essential After Effects shortcuts that the pros don't want you to know. Shortcuts that will speed up your workflow, they'll make you feel like you're downright hacking the mainframe, but most importantly, they're going to free up your time spent clicking around aimlessly in After Effects. Now, the first and most essential keyboard shortcut in After Effects are the property hotkeys. No, we're not talking about that kind of property, we're talking about layer properties like position, scale, opacity, rotation, and even mask properties if you've got some masks on your layers. This one is essential, I use it every single time I'm in After Effects, and it's the easiest one to remember. Select the layer that you want to target and then hit the key that corresponds to the first letter of the property that you want to bring up. So A brings up anchor point, P brings up position, S scale, R rotation. The tricky one is T, which brings up opacity, but you can kind of think about it as T for transparency. And if you do have masks on your layer, you can hit M on your keyboard to bring up the mask path. You can hit M a couple more times and it will bring up all of the properties for that mask. Now, if you want to open up all properties on a layer that have keyframes against them, you can hit U on your keyboard. And if you want to open up multiple properties at the same time, like some kind of property mogul, you can do that as well by holding Shift plus the property key. And if you want to be a real speed demon about it, you can open a property and place a keyframe at the playhead by holding Option or Alt on a PC and hitting the property hotkey. So for instance, hold Option or Alt, hit A, and you've just created a keyframe for the anchor point. And you know what else is another great shortcut the pros don't want you to know about? It's video templates courtesy of our friends over at Envato Elements, where with a single subscription you get unlimited downloads of millions of creative assets that you can use in your projects right away. And we're talking about things like video templates, stock footage, music, fonts, and so much more. So check out the link in the description today and stop doing things the slow way. Now, that first tip was actually kind of like 10 tips, so let's move on to tip number 2. You can use the property hotkeys to clean up your view. So a quick Command A will select all of your layers, and then you can hit the U button and it will collapse all of your layers so that you can refocus your attention. Speaking of which, let's refocus our attention on drawing masks. That's tip number 3. Select your layer and hit G on the keyboard to bring up the pen tool. Click around to start to draw your masks. A single click will create a linear handle, and a click, hold, and drag will create a Bezier handle, allowing you to create some nice curves. Now, oftentimes you'll need to mask small, intricate areas of your composition, so it's best to zoom in. If you're working with a mouse that has a scroll wheel, and I really think you should be in my opinion for After Effects, you can ditch the trackpad altogether. You can zoom in to your composition with the scroll wheel, but you can also do that with Command plus or minus. But once you're zoomed in, how do you move around so that you can continue to create that perfect mask? Well, you can alternate between G, the pen tool, and H, the hand tool, when creating a mask. And when you switch back to the pen tool, the program will remember that you've got a mask open and it will let you continue working on it until you close that mask again. So when creating masks, get in nice and close and alternate between G and H. They're next to each other on the keyboard. It's meant to be. You know what else is also meant to be? Command Shift D. Horrible segue, I just thought it rhymed. Command Shift D splits your layers. This is a super speedy technique that I use daily to split, crop, and delete excess from my layers, which helps keep the timeline tidy. It's also a really handy tool to use if you're coming from an editing background, because it's kind of like the Add Edit tool in Premiere or DaVinci Resolve, where you can split an asset on the timeline to crop it or move it around to a different spot in your edit. So select your layer, then put your playhead over the section that you want to split. Then you hit Command Shift D on your keyboard. This creates the split. Now, if your intention is to split the clip at a certain point and then not have any part of the asset continue past that point, you can easily hit the backspace or delete key after you've used Command Shift D to split the clip. It'll automatically select the back half of the split clip and then delete or backspace, well, it deletes it. It's a little hacky time saver that I use constantly, and you'll have seen me use it if you've watched any other After Effects tutorials of mine on Tuts Plus. Now, the last tip in the roundup is to do with easing. Easing your keyframes is the #1 thing that you can do to start to add some personality, some considered motion design to your animations in After Effects. And the most simple way to do this is to change the standard linear keyframes when animating a property to keyframes that have some easing on them. And the easiest of the easings is Easy Ease, which you can do by right-clicking on the keyframe, going to Keyframe Assistant and selecting Easy Ease. But this is a keyboard shortcut video, so of course you're not going to do that. You're going to select all of those keyframes, and instead you're going to hit F9 on your keyboard to convert them to Easy Ease keyframes. Easy as that. There we go, 5 quick tips to help speed up your workflow in After Effects. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite keyboard shortcuts are in After Effects. And if you like this video, tell me what other programs you want me to dive into to round up my favorite shortcuts. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy keyframing.